Good morning, inflatable fans. Well, as you can tell, we're on the water. We're out in the Gumotex Twist 2, and this is the first time trying it tandem style. I'm out with Roadkill. Say hello, Roadkill.
Good morning.
And we're going to have a paddle up the Ouse. That doesn't sound very polite. And we're going to camp somewhere. So we're doing a bit of an overnighter. So we're heading off in that direction. It's about, what, 8 o'clock in the morning? Just coming up to 8 o'clock in the morning. It's a nice morning. Let's get paddling! So we've set off from Water End Bridge. That's the bridge you can see behind me. Clifton Road Bridge, its technical name is. And we're heading, as I say, up the Ouse. The plan is to get to round about Nun Monkton area, possibly a bit further, depends how long it takes us to get there really, possibly Linton on Ouse, and the plan is to camp on the bank somewhere. You need to paddle, Rob, you're the one that's...
Right, I thought it's a stop because we were turning around.
Yeah, it's you that needs to turn us. We've got this off to a fine art, as you can tell.
Hang on, that's
yeah.
going the wrong way now.
Rob's managed to completely 180 us.
What am I doing wrong here?
No, keep the paddle on that side.
Yeah.
Right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to bring you back after I've clicked my fingers and we'll be going in the right direction and we'll be a little bit further upriver. Alright. Well, one of the first things that we've noticed about this Gumotex as a tandem is, unlike the Riber, it's a little bit easy, it's a lot more manoeuvrable on the water, so it turns a lot easier. The slightest little reverse on there, you see how that turned there, and it starts to flip around. Whereas the Riber tends to go a lot straighter and truer. But we'll get there, we're moving at a respectable just under walking speed, I think we are. We're doing it. So we're doing all right. The grass must be particularly juicy there. Morning. You're getting a bit warm.
Yeah. Well, that's taken us that long, has it? To get to here, 40 minutes.
Steady away. The ring road coming into view there. With everybody going to work, while Roadkill and I pootle along quite gently underneath. Oh yeah, this is the life.
It's the perfect way to spend your day off work.
Yeah. York Northern Bypass Bridge.
What's the distance we've covered then?
So what?
Well, how far we covered?
How far?
Yeah.
I'll have a look. Right, we'll stop paddling and we'll just drift while I have a shufty.
And that'll do for a slurp as well.
1.89 miles.
We've done further than I thought then.
51 minutes, so we're travelling at around 2 miles an hour, yeah. Which isn't hideous. It's not great. Could be worse. Besides, it's a nice way to spend a day.
That's it. Back in the right position.
Yeah, and we're off. It's quite a nice stretch this with these trees here.
Yeah. Beautiful out of these trees.
Nice place to live.
It is, isn't it?
Nice little slipway.
So is that the railway bridge then, I take it?
Yeah, railway
Oh,
bridge
yeah.
up ahead. This is the substation. And there, thanks to our very carefully timed paddling, you can see the railway bridge.
Is that a footpath then? This one here. Oh, is that the... Oh, that's the railway.
That's the railway bridge.
Oh, right, so there's two bridges. See, I didn't realise that.
Yeah.
Oh, they're both railway bridges.
Yeah. I don't. I'm guessing they're both used. They're probably splits where the possibly where the tracks diverge and go off in different directions.
Yeah, must be.
Ducks, Mart.
Huh?
A duck, Mart. Can you see it? Just be an horrible place to live round here, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Right, we've parked up.
Huh?
Pardon? We've parked up and just going to get some food stuffs out of the bag, and we're going to cook some stuff on this bank. It is a bit of a farm over there, but we should be alright. We're not going to be here long, but it's time for some breakfast. Oh yeah. It is sizzle. What's the verdict, Roadkill?
Spot on.
Right, so you see that horse on the embankment there? Well, there's three of them up there, and while we were just finishing off our breakfast with waffles and coffee, that little rascal there and his friends came up, and I wouldn't say they chased us off, but they were it was a bit intimidating having three big muscular beasts gather around you, and yeah, so we kind of cleared off, especially considering that one's got a bit of a muzzle on, or whatever they are in horsey terms. But breakfast was good.
Yeah, we managed to eat that before they came.
We managed to eat that before they came, yeah. And so now we're back in the boat. We've done about 3.85 miles. It is 11:15, and we've got another 3 miles or so to do, just over 3 miles to do, to get to Nun Monkton. And then hopefully we'll find somewhere where we're going to camp for the night there. Let's go. Push us off, Rob. Good man.
Well,
Right, let's paddle.
those in horse speech would be tally-ho.
What I am quite pleased about, and I'll show you more about this when we pull up, is how we've managed to get all the gear in for a night's camping as well into this craft, which is really cool. Well, while we've been having breakfast, the wind's whipped up a little bit. I think you can see it in those trees over there. And it's blowing against us. So it's making it a little bit more challenging. But we're doing okay. Rob's experiencing that really strange feeling that you sometimes get, because the wind is blowing against us, the current is blowing in this direction, and if you look at the ripples on the water, it looks like we're travelling really fast. We're not. It's just an illusion. Weird, isn't it, Rob?
It is.
And a bit frustrating. Hello, quackadoodles. There we go, quackadoodles. And the mallards off. And the girls are staying behind. That's a motor launch. Right.
Okay.
These trees are definitely getting buffeted by the wind.
Yep.
A bit like us. Oh, a bit of an unexpected breeze here. Oh, we're paddling into it. Go on, dig deep, Rob, dig deep. Da, 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 da. We're not travelling very fast at the moment. Oh, that wind's whipped up.
Yeah.
About 1.5 miles an hour. We're not actually far from our destination either. We're only about a mile away. You might not even be able to hear this. There is a wind protector on the microphone, but everything has its limitations, right? And yeah. Oh. But it's all part of the adventure. It's a bit blustery, sorry about that. So the boat's parked. Roadkill and I are just scouting out the area. We've had a little bit of a breather and a bit of a relax. And we're going to just scout out the area and see if we can find somewhere where we can set up for the night. It's lovely, apart from the wind, it's lovely. That's one possibility. We're just trying to find somewhere really where it's a bit more sheltered from this wind. What's the verdict?
I don't think much different.
I don't know whether you heard that because of the wind, but he says I don't think there's much difference.
But what I was thinking, if you say camped here and I camped in that hammock, we could maybe strap the tarp between those two trees.
Aye. It's not a bad idea. Over there in the distance, that's Benningborough Hall. Okay, so we've got the boat out of the water. Nun Monkton's over there. Benningborough Hall's over there. We've paddled from that side to this side because I figured this side would be a bit more sheltered because the wind is coming over that direction. We've had a look around and we found that this is the best area at the moment because there are plenty of cattle and sheep in this area, but there are no signs of animal prints or animal feces on this particular patch because there's a lot of trees and stuff kind of blocking this area off. So I've put the boat there to add as a barrier because there is like a little pathway through here, but just to add as a barrier with these paddles. And we're going to pitch up in this area, which is a bit more sheltered. So I'm going to put my tent up and Rob's going to sling his hammock between these two trees somewhere. It's going to be quite fun watching this because he's never set it up before. So if nothing else, there's going to be some entertainment.
Well, there might be some entertainment. It depends if Carl helps me put it up.
There's going to be some entertainment.
That says no then.
We'll see how you go. Yeah, I'm quite pleased. I did quite well with the Highland rucksack. I mean, it's a big dry bag really, like a tub. 70, hang on fire, Rob. It's a 70 litre bag and I managed to get all my gear in it. The tent, which is now assembled, erect, I don't know. It's up, the tent's up. And then I put all my bedding into another dry bag within that dry bag, just in case, you know, a little bit of overkill. And then there's some emergency stuff in an Osprey Dry Pack. I do love these little Osprey bags. I will do a separate review on these because these are just ace. You can actually use them like vacuum packs, and a bit like I've done here. If you get a really good dry bag, what you can do is you can clap stuff into it, squeeze all the air out of it, and then as you tighten it up, it kind of vacuum seals it. And actually that gives you a fair indication of how watertight it is, because if air's getting in, that would re-inflate, especially with that being bedding. And I find those little Osprey bags are the same. But that's for another day. So Roadkill's got his hammock set up and he's just about to put an air mat into that just to add a little bit of rigidity. First time he's set it up. He's not going to bother using the tarp because rain's not expected. We'll see. I'm not going to laugh if it rains much. So, but I'll just move the camera around so that I'm roughly inside the tent, and this will be my view from the tent. Not bad, eh? Not bad at all. What do you think? If you like this view, give the video a thumbs up. Plus we're nice and sheltered here, and as you can probably see, the wind is blowing the trees around in the unsheltered area. Right, I'll just quickly show you my sleep setup for tonight. So I've got the termite mat, which has got a pillow, but I do like an additional pillow. So I've got my show inflatable pillow, and I'll be adding the other side to the pillowcase onto that in a second. I'm in the pod sleeping bag. Don't know whether you've seen these, but they're really wide. That's what the label looks like. This is a summer bag really, and whilst it's still summer, it will be chillier tonight because it's autumn. It's now September. So I've added on top, I've got the Zephyr Black 500, which is a down blanket for a layer of extra toastiness, and I'll actually probably tuck that into the bag itself, into the pod bag. Hey, how are you doing, bushwhackers and wild campers and kayakers? We've got all set up as you've seen, and yeah, we're just relaxing. How are you, Roadkill?
I'm not too bad, thank you. Yep, just had a nice cup of coffee using water from the river with Carl's filter.
Ah yeah, filtered the water, yeah.
Hopefully we'll be all alright in the morning.
Yeah, well, it's been filtered and boiled, so it shouldn't be too bad.
So it should be okay.
All being well.
Yeah, and we're all set up, and it's looking forward to having a nice peaceful evening.
Don't know where today's gone in terms of time. I couldn't believe it when you said it was 4:45, and it's what, 4:15 now? Yeah.
And we set off at 8 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
Stopped off part way through and had something to eat, and then got harassed by 3 horses.
Yeah, got chased off by horses. Been a fun day so far.
Yeah.
And then where we were going to camp, on that side, we've just watched a load of cows come down from the field beyond and start drinking, so I'm quite glad we didn't camp there. Are you?
I am, yeah.
I thought you might be.
I don't fancy getting trodden on by a lot of cows.
No. There you go, Mark. Don't ever say I don't bring you any ducks. Little things amuse little minds. Watching silly videos on YouTube. You come out into the wilderness for a bit of wild camping and solitude, and because he's got a bit of 4G, he's back watching TikTok. There's no hope for some people. Well, we've dined, and something amusing's just happened. I don't know whether the camera caught that, but Rob's mesh suspension branch has just snapped and dropped on him. He just jumped in to have a little rest after we've dined. We've had chilli slop, and yeah, that was unexpectedly entertaining. I hope the camera has caught that. Anyway, as you can probably tell, the sun is disappearing, and the chances are we're going to have an early night tonight. We're not going to be up doing an awful lot. So I think I'm going to call that it in terms of recording for the night, because I'm just going to watch some stuff on my phone, and in the morning I shall bring you back for the food and the journey, and that'll be after I've winked. Good morning, bushwhackers, wild campers and inflatable fans. Didn't sleep too bad, bit on and off, fell asleep around 9ish, woke up at 3 and then kind of been drifting and dozing since then. Might be able to see in the background there, the sun is starting to peer. Roadkill is still in his hammock, thankfully it's been a dry night. And it's time to get the kettle on, I think. We've had owls in the night, noisy ducks. Been an interesting night. So breakfast and then the paddle back. Just watching Roadkill there with a monkey puzzle. Trying to put two pans back together.
Hey.
Oh gosh, he's finally done it. As usual, Roadkill's on sausage duty.
Yeah.
You've really mastered that stove.
Well, that wasn't clever, was it, insect? You just got yourself killed.
You just fly into the flame.
Into the pan.
I was just saying to Roadkill this morning that this little C100 gas canister has done quite well last night and today. So I've cooked 2 bacon and egg sandwiches yesterday with it, boiled 2 big pans of water for drinks. I'm boiling another pan of water now, and I also cooked tea with it last night. So yeah, it's good to know what these things can actually do. So that's quite a lot. I'm going to make a note of that somewhere. Oh, actually I just have, haven't I? I've just recorded it. You know what they say, bar, don't you? Yeah, because after they've been shorn. Bad cool. Is that tipping, or have you got it balanced? I thought it was. I thought I saw it move. And life is good. We've got some action sizzling over there. Oh, look at that. The wind did calm down in the night, but it has picked up a bit again now. But thankfully it is blowing behind us some of the way and across some of the other way in the other parts of the journey. But we'll be tucked into the riverbank and it should blow over the top, so we might not get buffeted quite so badly by it. Well, that took a bit of doing, but we finally got launched. Right, and the wind is blowing us nicely at the moment. We're not even paddling, so we better start paddling. Right, let's do this.
Right, 49.
They've seen better days, those jetties, haven't they?
Aye. Not looking too healthy, that one, is it?
Say again.
Doesn't look too healthy.
No.
And probably not very stable. It's a bit rotten.
It's just been flood damaged, I think.
Probably. Can you make it out?
Yeah. See this one a bit closer up today. As I say, it looks like it's been an old workhorse, doesn't it?
Yeah. Definitely looks like it's seen better days.
Is it a Dutch barge, I think they call them, don't they?
Yeah, looks that way. Certainly wants a lot of work doing on it. I know it's still floating, but it ain't seaworthy. I mean, even it is all rusted up. The rudder, straight bit.
Yeah. How are you going to get your... You're not going to get that... Oh, sake. It's... I'm going to have to turn the camera out for this. It's a little bit like being with a really bad stripper. We pulled over, we've done 3 miles, and Rob's decided it's a bit warm, and he's doing that thing where he takes his bra off without removing his top.
Well, I can't take the whole thing off because it's through my legs.
So we pulled over because we knew he was going to be a wriggler while he did this. And besides, it's time for a bit of coffee. 3 miles in, taking us about an hour. Well, it's a good job we're not doing this on the water.
There we go.
I'll tell you what, watching Rob trying to get comfortable in any boat is
amusing to you.
It's, amusing's not quite the word. I was thinking more challenging. Bit cooler today because it's a bit cloudier, and you've a lot windier too. But at least the wind's more in our favour. So westerly wind, west-southwest, and we're travelling sort of like southerly and westerly in wavy proportions.
That's a bloody big boat even there, isn't it? It's obviously quite an old one. Right, I did hear something.
Yeah. Cargo train.
Yeah.
Quite a long one, isn't it?
Seems that way.
She's still going.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, there you go. Are we going just straight in?
Straight in. Anyway, we're going to be cooking some stuff soon, so I'll bring you back after Rob's clapped his hands.
And Carl will be cooking some slop.
There's the clap.
Yeah, I know, I meant to say that.
Good timing.
Yeah.
We'll put that on the blooper reel.
Yeah.